Captain, we have entered into a stable orbit around Ganymede. There is a large amount of network traffic on the planet, but I am not able to make contact with a functioning command center.
I thought Mars was bad, but this place is a mess. I've spotted a dozen singularities already, plus a whole bunch of other exotic energy doing something. It looks like a big chunk of the planet's crust is collapsing. But the craziest thing is that I don't see an evacuation. All the ships are still flying close to the surface.
They're not trying to escape, not yet.
Huh?
Do you know how much it costs to terraform this moon? It holds 100 years' worth of stolen wealth, taken from the working people of the solar system. The oligarchs who live here care about one thing only: material gain. They're not evacuating because they're too busy hoarding their own possessions and trying to steal from their neighbors before the whole moon collapses.
Honey, we're not gonna fix society's problems with a few landers and the power of friendship, but maybe we can save some lives. So how about we point our crew at a target down there?
We've got maps of the surface, and we know where the main spaceport is, and I can see the surface traffic going back and forth to it. But there's a bunch of black holes, and some other kind of high-energy phenomenon blocking our view, so I can't see the landing pads.
That means we just need to get a closer look. I'll set up the launch.
Be on the lookout for a tachyon-emitting energy field. It looks similar to the energy from the fragment we found, but it's been stabilized by something. There's dozens, maybe even hundreds of them down there. I want to know what we're up against, but don't forget that the mission is to land at the spaceport. There's our tachyon emitter. Still not sure what it is.
Fly towards it. I think I know what it is. I can't believe they actually accomplished it. Now it all makes sense.
Ship. Activate command override. Code word Morrow.
Command accepted. Voice recognition validated.
Open doors and notify the crew after we're back in the Beckett.
Captain, your senior staff are already meeting and would like you to join them. I'm connecting you to the meeting.
It was always about this. Teleportation, instant control of space and time.
Look, I agree with you that Pegasus management doesn't have humanity's best interest at heart. But I've been talking to the repair and refuel crews down at the spaceport, and they say they didn't create them. They just stabilized them. The portals appeared after the event.
Are you that naive? The whole point of the event was to give them control of these portals. What does it matter if millions die, as long as Pegasus can dominate the lives of those who are left?
Captain, I'm sorry to interrupt, but someone with high-level Pegasus clearance just came aboard the ship.
What? How did we not detect them? I'm going into full lockdown. Prepare to vent the airlocks.
In spite of everything, I still love her energy. So who's the new guy?
I do not know. The clearance is very high level, but it does not include a formal rank or identification. Whoever it is, they are about to join us.
Greetings, Captain. I'm glad to see the Beckett made it here in one piece. You and your crew have a very important role to play in the next few days.
We didn't catch your name, or job title, or anything.
You may call me Morrow for now. As you can see from my clearances, I should be the commanding officer of this ship. But given your incredible success after the event, I would be foolish to remove any of you. My orders are simple. There are several urgent but highly secret missions we must undertake.
Could you be a little more specific?
Of course. I am uploading the mission data now. Our primary objectives are the recovery of key personnel and equipment left stranded by recent events. In the meantime, I can also offer my services in training your pilots. As you can see from my personnel file, I have more than 5,000 hours of flight time.
Whoa!
I appreciate your patience on this matter. Please carry on as normal.
Okay, who the hell is this guy? 5,000 hours of flight time? But he's some kind of Pegasus executive.
I'm looking at his flight record, and it looks legit. There's real data from missions, but something about it is weird. Anyway, I guess we can watch to see what he does with our pilots. Until then, we've got new missions.
Captain, based on the data uploaded by Mr. Morrow, our next objective is a facility in the Gilgamesh crater. It appears that the facility went into critical lockdown recently. We are to reopen the facility by rescuing an executive assistant who made it to the surface. The assistant has clearance to open the upper security doors.
Okay, I've read the specs on the facility. Looks like there's a lot of security, so let's hope it doesn't all decide to target us as we're doing the rescue.
Captain, you must not obey any directive from that man. This ship has been infiltrated. I only managed to make my comms secure after working all night. Has this Moro already attempted to implant you with mind control equipment? Am I too late?
What?
If Pegasus has already finished teleportation, their program for brain implants cannot be far behind. Make sure you personally purify all your own food and water in the safety of your own cabin. I assume everyone has their own Faraday cages prepared.
Captain, I'm sorry for the interruption. We've received an urgent transmission from the facility's commander. He reports a rapid deterioration on the entire facility's life support system and is requesting rescue.
Okay, well, this is above all a rescue mission. We'll infiltrate into a highly secure bunker where everything is probably going to be shooting at us. You'll have to land and rescue the assistant near the entrance, and she can open the rest of the base to you and get the commander out. Make sure to get out in one piece.
I'm down here! You must be the crew from the Beckett. I'll open the shielding, but I can't help you with the security systems. Our commander will be in the panic room at the bottom.
Thank goodness you came. I ain't got much oxygen left.
That's our man. I'm glad to see he's in one piece. We'll make very good use of him.
Is that lava? We need to leave, now! Is that lava? We need to leave, now!
Hey, Captain. Sorry for doing a direct connection like this. There was a complication.
What she means to say is that this Mr. Moro ordered Hara not to let any messages through to you that were about him. Fortunately, my parallel communication system is not under his control.
Yeah, so about that. This Morrow guy, he's got some crazy admin privileges. I mean, I know that Pegasus executives like to flex their power, but I've never seen anything like this.
I've been trying to convince her to help me throw him out an airlock. The people of the solar system deserve this small act of justice. However, I need help clearing the deck so that there is no collateral damage.
We might want to hold off on that one. Because as far as I can tell, he's just been upgrading our equipment. And he must have brought a bunch of equipment on board by himself.
He is merely feeding us crumbs, hoping that we will be loyal dogs.
I mean, yeah, he might be an evil tycoon, but if he's going to be using us, we might as well use him back, right? I'll take any advantage we can get.
Fine. But if you ever find that you have lost consciousness while near this Moro, come and see me right away. I will use a small EMP to destroy the brain implant. They can get you any time if you're not careful.
Anyway, Morrow sent us another mission. It looks like the executive that we rescued had some information about a secret storage depot. The depot has a path with easy access for loading vehicles, but that path is under security lockdown. There's an alternate pathway that will take more time and require hacking some security checkpoints, but it's a lot less heavily guarded. It's your choice, Captain, but I'm not joking about how tough the main access path will be. Just let us know your decision.
The security system is activated. I can disable it, but we need to find the control panel.
This must connect to the portal on the surface. If we could activate it, we would be able to escape.
Captain, Mr. Morrow has called for an urgent meeting with you. Because of his credentials, you have no choice but to receive him.
Captain, I would like to brief you personally. Our next mission is a bit unusual, but I wouldn't trust anyone else with it. In orbit of Ganymede, there is a ship called the Halliwell. It appears to be a normal cargo hauler, but I can assure you that the inside of the ship is anything but normal. We will need to use a lander to get inside and retrieve a piece of security technology.
Perhaps you would like to tell us why we cannot simply dock with the ship. We are lander pilots, not spies.
Lieutenant Voronina, you are every bit as charming as your reputation suggests. But I do not recall inviting you to this briefing.
You may own this ship, plutocrat, but you do not own me. Now answer the question!
There is no sinister intent behind my request. We cannot dock with the Halliwell because it is being pulled apart by a small singularity as we speak. Most of its systems are damaged beyond repair and its orbit is decaying. By the time we get there, I fear there won't be anything more than debris. This means we'll have a strict time limit to complete this mission.
So wait, our target is a zero-G environment that is getting eaten by a small black hole and falling out of the sky? Sounds like fun.
Have your fun, but beware the knife in the back. Whatever technology we are retrieving from this ship will certainly be some tool of oppression. If it looks like it goes into a human brain, throw it out of the airlock.
All right, honey, we'll do that. Now it's time to ride.
Because this mission takes place in outer space, I have plotted a route to follow.
Pilot, this means you'll follow the navigation beacons in and out.
There! Do you see it? It's closer to the singularity than I had hoped. Be careful while getting it, pilot.
Tech secured. Now let's get out of here.
Captain, I have several of your senior staff waiting to speak with you.
Captain? Okay, glad you're here. Normally, I'd say Veronina's crazy, but I think this time she might be right.
Right about what?
The device we retrieved from the crashing ship, it was a She-4 key.
Who's she?
It stands for Secure Hardware Environment, Gen 4. It's a super expensive form of security that only the richest people use.
So what? Doesn't Pegasus use those?
Of course they do, but our corporate overlord wouldn't need one. He has access to anything he wants in the company.
So I'm a little worried that our next mission might not be strictly legal.
You are correct, of course, both of you. Our next mission will take us to a private residence. I am uploading the plans now.
What? Is this some kind of joke?
Not one that I understand. You said this is someone's private house? This looks more like a small city.
Its owners think of it more as a castle, which is not much of an exaggeration. We are going to land and access a certain device, which is locked below the surface. The key we obtained from the Halliwell will get us through the outer defensive perimeter and through the shield doors that protect lower levels. The lower levels have a separate security system, however, so our pilot will have to navigate those manually.
What is all this for? Are the oligarchs stealing from each other now? Are we pawns in some sick game?
No. I cannot explain now, since your lander pilots might be captured and interrogated. After the mission, I will reveal everything. Just know that we are on a mission to restore order to the solar system.
Why would we want to restore your kleptocracy?
Captain, I'll be ready when you are.
This can only be the Folaran family compound, the largest shareholders in the Pegasus Corporation. Who are you to be stealing from them? They will kill everyone you know.
Let me worry about that. Focus on the mission.
What is that? This facility has its own battleship?
Man, I've done some crazy missions, but this is gonna be legendary. There it is. We need to access the console. Right there.
It's done. Pilot, let's get out of here.
What's the hurry?
The compound has initiated its self-destruct sequence. Would you like to stay for the fireworks?
Captain, Mr. Morrow is about to brief the command staff.
All right, man. I don't know anything about Pegasus company politics, but I've heard of the Falaran family. You've got to be out of your mind if you think you can get away with robbing their house.
I agree. I am a revolutionary, but I will not be a martyr. The blame should fall entirely on you.
You need not worry. The blame will fall on me indeed. They're my family after all.
Hold up. You own this company? Couldn't you be on a yacht right now instead of in this broken-ass cargo ship?
It's far more complicated than that. My family does own the largest share in Pegasus, but through my connections, I learned things about our business that frightened and disappointed me. I took action to improve the situation.
Okay, but how did you learn to be a pilot? That part doesn't make any sense.
Piloting spacecraft has been a hobby of mine since I was young. I admit that I had to learn to pilot a lander in virtual reality, but my flight record is true and accurate.
Why did you do it? What did we steal?
Technically, we did not steal anything. We simply uploaded new targeting data for the alien teleportation device.
Whoa, slow down. Alien teleportation device?
What did you target? Who did you target?
I targeted this ship. I'm sorry to have deceived you. In a moment, this entire ship will undergo long-distance teleportation. You should prepare yourselves, because the experience can be unsettling.
No!
Captain, we have just entered a stable orbit of what appears to be a planet. Additionally, Mr. Morrow has used his administrative privileges to take the ship out of lockdown. Your squad leaders are meeting with him and would like you to join.
Thank you all for coming.
How about we cut the crap and you explain what you just did to us? Where are we?
Of course. We are in orbit of a planet that is now located in the inner part of the Kuiper Belt. Its name means something along the lines of distant intersection. We don't know how to say the name in its original language, so we have used the name Etimus.
Who is we? You and the members of your trillionaire cabal?
My family, though I suppose that is the same thing.
How do you know anything about this place? You been here before?
No. As far as I am aware, no human has ever been here. Everything we know was derived from diagrams inscribed on the alien obelisk.
What obelisk?
The obelisk is the alien teleportation device that I spoke of. It was only recently that we discovered its true purpose. As far as we know, the obelisk was meant to create a pathway between our solar system and Etimus.
But you said Etimus is already in our solar system?
Correct. The experiments my family were conducting on the obelisk must have caused it to malfunction, teleporting Etimus to us. Shortly after the planet arrived, however, it immediately began moving back towards its origin, and it will soon exit our solar system.
And we're here to do what exactly?
To find our obelisk's twin. The diagrams on the first obelisk said that there would be another one just like it in a vault on the planet below. If we can find it, I believe that we can stop all of the consequences of the event forever.
I scanned the planet, and I'm not seeing anything you would call a vault. It looks like most of the surface is covered in some kind of thick biomass.
Nevertheless, we must perform landings to find whatever is left of the vault and the obelisk within it. We will not be able to return home or stop the ongoing consequences of the event without finding it.
That's great. Really great. Thanks for asking before you dragged us here.
It is a well-rehearsed story, plutocrat, but I will be watching your every move. Do not try to take liberties with us again.
I won't. But the Beckett's resources are limited, and no one is coming to rescue us. We must hurry.
Ground-penetrating radar says that the vault could be on the other side of those fossils. We might have to come back with some hydraulics or explosives.
Bring the lander over to the flower on the right side of the fossil.
How did you know how to do that?
I saw the flower tracking the lander, like a radar array. So I hit it with an ultra-high-frequency radio blast. If you see any more of these, you can probably repeat the trick. Hopefully, the flowers will not learn and adapt to our strategy.
I don't think they're going to have enough time to do much learning. Those fossils look like they're working on some kind of pressure valve system. We better find a way through that passage before it shuts on both ends and turns this cavern back into a pressure cooker. All right, we landed. There are definitely some caves, but I'm not seeing any clues about a vault. I think we're going to be doing a lot more missions.
Captain, your crew is meeting again. I believe your presence may be necessary to prevent a disruption to our operations. Lieutenant Voronina has been spending most of her leisure time building improvised firearms.
There is no evidence of any vault. The only thing on this planet is a Stygian abyss full of horrifying creatures.
But you gotta admit, it makes for some real exciting missions.
The inscriptions on the obelisk that describe this place were thousands of years old, perhaps tens of thousands. But if our obelisk could teleport us here, it must mean the other one is still intact. Somewhere.
How can you possibly know any of that?
The original alien obelisk was found more than 120 years ago on Luna. Its discovery was never made public, but scientists have been studying it since then, breaking it into pieces in the hopes of making a teleportation network between planets.
And the event happened when you turned on your network for the first time.
Not the first time, but yes, it was the cause. Because the original obelisk was damaged, it cannot be used to stabilize the larger wormholes in our solar system. I'm hoping the intact obelisk can be used to neutralize the chaos back home.
Assuming we can get home and also carry the obelisk with us, have you thought about that?
Those are all problems we can deal with when we find it. Right now, we don't have time to argue.
Captain, your squad leaders are assembled for the briefing. I am connecting you now.
Captain, the sensors we set up at the first landing site are sending us back some good data about what's under the biomass. There's definitely a cave complex, a big one. But right now, we're boxed into just a few small sections, and none of them have an obelisk.
On the map, there are 6 small radiation sources in this new cavern. I think we should investigate them. I'm not sure what they are. They might be machines, or they might even be alien organs. Regardless, we have observed the native creatures using them to pass through sealed passages in the biomass.
So they're using them like keys? This place is just weird, man. But I guess we're gonna need to borrow some of them if we want to keep exploring.
Hey, before we launch, I want to say that I've been looking at photos from down there, and there are some freaky-looking aliens. I thought seeing them would be cool and exciting, but, nah. To start, the whole place is covered in living alien guts, so there's almost nowhere to land. A few of these creatures also spit giant globs of acid, which is not great, but at least it's, like, straightforward. The real problem is the crawling critters. I'll call them sluggos. They're the long guys with one eye. One of them crawled up to a probe and then shot some kind of energy beam and, well, the point is, don't land in front of a sluggo and watch your ass down there.
We're all set for launch, Captain, whenever you're ready.
Captain, in accordance with your instructions, I am reporting that Mr. Morrow and Lieutenant Voronina are in close proximity to one another. I am connecting you to their conversation.
But why do this? What is your real objective? Is there some even more dangerous technology that you think is stored here?
I won't lie to you. There may be many terrible things hidden on this planet. Whoever built the obelisks was far more advanced than humanity. But I came here only to stop our kind from being destroyed by the results of the event. I agree with you that my family no longer cares about the survival or happiness of human beings. Their wealth and access to private scientific research has convinced them that they will soon transcend humanity. But I do not share that particular dream.
This is exactly what you would say if you were trying to convince us that you are not a threat.
If all I wanted was your trust, would I really risk becoming stranded on the edge of the solar system?
Your kind has never lacked for self-confidence.
Captain, we are receiving a transmission from outside the ship. It is extremely attenuated. I will attempt to repair it to the best of my ability.
Malachu Malebim, Usurt Tashamu.
Hara, is that the entire message?
It is repeating, but there is no new information after that point.
Do you recognize what it's saying?
No. I can only tell that it is a synthesized human voice speaking. The speaker may be using an unknown language, but they are clearly attempting to communicate with us. I will continue to analyze the message.
So, we are not alone here.
Captain, I have an urgent message from Lieutenant Sandos. I am connecting her now.
Cap, I wouldn't be bothering you this soon, except that we have a big problem. Based on our mapping of the underground vaults, or whatever they are, we have almost no time before we need to launch again. Mara was right about using those radiation sources to open the passageways. But one of the doors we opened was holding back a small ocean of hydrochloric acid, and now that acid is getting dumped right on our path. We have a really short time to get a lander through this section of the caves before it fills up with acid. If we can get a crew on the other side, we can open more passageways and disperse the acid across other caverns and onto the surface of the planet. But if we miss our chance, we could be blocked for weeks, maybe even months. Just let us know when you're good to launch.
Captain, we are receiving another transmission from the unknown source. It is also being displayed in the briefing room.
Cap, you seeing this?
It seems like parts of it are in English.
Usutum second. I am the Baraku. Urgent you plural prepare Abulu by means of toggle switch Asarima image file.
Baraku, is it?
Image file? Oh, look at that. There is an image file attached. The formatting is a mess, but it's a 2D render of our maps of the underground caverns. I think some of the missing areas are filled in.
There's quite a lot of markings. It will take some time to decipher this. But not this part. Lieutenant Sandoz, look at the largest marking.
I don't... Wait. Is that... Hey, Hara, the source of this transmission, is it coming from the point between probes 8 and 11?
It is very likely, although electromagnetic interference has lowered the certainty of my calculations.
That's where he's calling from. He, she, whoever, is in the caverns with us.
Cap, I think we might have a pretty good idea of our next lander target.
Captain, your officers are awaiting your briefing.
So what is this good news? I don't trust this Baraku any more than I trust our little oligarch.
Trust them or not, our new contact basically gave us the location of the obelisk.
Unless it is a trap.
Honey, on a long enough timeline, everything's a bad idea. We might as well go and see with our own eyes.
Either way, we must be extremely cautious. The energy of the obelisk is dangerous enough on its own. There might be wormholes, or black holes, or other dangerous phenomena around it. But we also see that the alien life forms that have taken over the caverns are in an unusually high concentration in this sector. It may be that the central nest or hive of these creatures is surrounding the obelisk itself. The electromagnetic energy, or even just the warmth, might be attracting them. Do not expect it to be easy.
We're going to land on a spot that was marked by our mysterious friend out there. It's got a distinctive shape, so even if there's a lot of those alien guts down there, it should be pretty clear where to land.
This is gonna be our best one yet, folks. Let's do this thing! Whoa, careful out there. Radar is showing something real big bouncing around in your chamber. What the hell was that? Crap! It saw you! Go, go, go!
Captain, we have received another transmission from Baraku.
Greetings, Captain. Forgive me for the low quality of my earlier transmissions. Your species has experienced radical linguistic changes since I last communicated with you. Mining your data for language samples was difficult across such a vast distance. I am nearly prepared to arrive on the planet you call Etimus, but there is one task remaining. The large carbon-based creature which guards the obelisk is a parasite. Until you dispatch it or force it out of the area, I cannot transmit myself through the warp gate. I am sending all the biological information I have about the creature to you now. Please do your best, and I hope to see you soon.
Captain, we've been at this for a while, and well, we've got a plan for dealing with that monster down there, but it's not going to be easy.
If the information sent by this Baraku is correct, the creature depends on a symbiotic relationship with the radio flowers we saw. They serve as the creature's sensory organs. If we can disable the flowers with a radio blast, the lander may be able to survive against this creature at short range long enough to destroy, disable, or scare it away.
Based on the number of seed pods on the creature's carapace, I expect we will need to attack these flowers more than once. It is not an enviable task.
Once those flowers go down, we'll improvise a finishing move. Don't know what it is yet, but the good news is that we are gonna be giving every piece of tech we've got on the Beckett. It's way too much to carry on the lander, so we'll just have to drop it, and the pilot is gonna have to catch it. Don't miss now.
Yeah. Also, this plan assumes the pilot can maintain their sanity for long enough to execute it. It's unclear whether the creature down there emanates some kind of psychic energy, or if it merely is so terrifying that it melts the human nervous system. But either way, I've created a cocktail of some of my favorite some of the most powerful drugs I have. It should allow your pilot to remain near this creature for a slightly extended period of time. However, it won't be indefinite. You do need to finish this battle before your pilot goes insane. Saving a lot of that stuff for a special occasion.
We have confirmed that the obelisk lies just beyond the creature's chamber. This may very well be our last mission. I just want to say that it has been an honor serving with all of you. You have my thanks and my apologies.
Let's kick this thing in the ass.
Is it done? Did we win? No, not yet.
It's exuding some kind of electromagnetic aura, some kind of shield.
And I'm pretty sure its hide is growing back. Y'all better hurry.
Hey, you remember what we did with Electrodome, right? Grab one of those power-ups and ram that freak!
Is it done? Did we win? No, not yet.
It's exuding some kind of electromagnetic aura, some kind of shield.
And I'm pretty sure its hide is growing back. Y'all better hurry.
Hey, You remember what we did with Electrodome, right? Grab one of those power-ups and ram that freak! It's done. It's done?
Grab the obelisk. It's close to your current position.
What will happen?
I don't know, but it's time to find out. There's a wormhole forming. The tachyon output is way higher than anything we've ever seen.
It's coming!
Wait, what just happened?
Did we lose the connection to the lander?
No, I'm still getting data from the surf.
Are we being attacked?
Greetings. I am Baraku, the designated administrator of this volume of space.
Designated by whom?
I am part of an organization that cultivates and preserves life in this galaxy. I apologize that I did not arrive sooner, but there are many species under my protection. My organization did not expect humankind would require intervention again so soon.
What do you mean, again? Have you had contact with humans before?
Yes. I encountered humans for the first time during what you call the Bronze Age collapse. After stabilizing the climate, I placed a warp pylon on your planet's moon so that I could observe the planet and, if necessary, return there. Since that time, I have conducted surveys of the planet every 681 of your Earth years. My last visit was in the year 1537, according to your calendar.
You, missed a lot.
Indeed. No one in our organization anticipated that human scientific and industrial development would accelerate so quickly.
You have missed considerably more than that. Our home planet was made uninhabitable by the greed of an elite class who thought that their money and their toys would insulate them from the apocalypse. And now, they keep the last remnants of humanity under their thumb by controlling access to food, water, even oxygen. Is that a problem you can solve, or do you only meddle in the weather?
Humankind has suffered grave misfortunes as a result of its rapid progress. Perhaps it was inevitable. I cannot say for certain. I am not allowed to intervene in government or social structures. However, there are two boons I can grant. Since your civilization has demonstrated control over wormhole technology, I shall give you access to a superior and more sustainable version. This will be my first gift.
Maybe Voronina's just rubbing off on me, but how's that gonna help us? Won't the rich people just grab the new tech and force us all to pay for it?
I was wrong about you. Maybe you're not an idiot.
Oh, shucks, honey.
Your concern is understandable, but it will not be as you fear. This planet is a kind of galactic interchange. From here, I can create and maintain numerous large portals in your solar system, which will allow you to travel instantly between planets. It will not solve all of your problems, but the cost of moving resources between worlds will decrease enormously. and the infrastructure for these portals will remain safely beyond the reach of any human faction.
So now, do we have a chance to ask who you are, what you are, what the galactic network is? I mean,
Unfortunately, our true nature is beyond what your limited mind can understand. Your language, for instance, is not enough to fully express the relationship between our two species. Therefore, I will use an approximation. We are your foster parents.
And the galactic network? Is that some sort of galactic dictatorial state?
It is not.
And the other boon? You mentioned two.
It is a second and last chance. Rejoice, my children. Let the music begin.